Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Evan. Consider subscribing and hit that thumbs up button. In today's video, we will be setting up and testing out Quickjacks. If you guys do not know what Quickjacks are, they're essentially these jacks that you lay on each side and a little hydraulic pump to raise the car up higher than you normally would using jack stands in a traditional jack. And also, this is much easier and gets the car sitting level versus up like this if you only had two. So today we will be setting up the Quickjack 7000 EXT. 7000 means it can support up to 7,000 pounds. EXT for the extended version for our BMW since the frames are pretty long. This will hopefully allow us to tackle some bigger jobs. I've been wanting this for a while. We finally decided to get them. So we have both Quickjacks and some accessories to hang them on the wall when we're not using them, and the pump that takes hydraulic fluid or automatic transmission fluids, which we bought. So we'll show you guys the boxes and then we'll get on to setting them up. So here's a look at the box. You get 3 boxes, so one over there, one over here, and then we also have, this looks like this will be the hydraulic pump, and this is what we'll be putting the transmission fluid in. So there's a quick look at them. We're gonna unbox them and show you guys how to set them up. Apparently they're not too hard. We also do have hooks to hook them on the wall when we're not using them. Since you can't drive the car over these, you slide them under. So we have some hooks to hang them on the wall, hopefully make our lives easier. And it's really nice because these have quick disconnects, so you don't always have to leave the lines hooked up to each other. You can always take the frames away from the pump, which is super nice. So let's open these up, see what we have, and get going with the setup. All right, so once we have the Quickjacks opened up and everything, you want to double check that you have every piece and component that's labeled on the actual instruction guides. We're not going to go over that just because yeah, you should just double check that you have everything. But what we need to do is we need to access this 6mm Allen right here, and this is just for shipping. We're just going to take this out, and this is for where the quick lock will actually thread to, or the quick connector, sorry. So we're going to undo that. And then provided in the kit, you get this fitting right here. I'm gonna take it off and we're gonna thread it on, and it's an 18mm bolt. And one thing it says to do, it says do not put any thread sealer or anything on this particular fitting. Once it's somewhat tight, we're gonna position this nozzle, these threads up like that. We're gonna use an 18mm open-ended wrench to tighten it up. And just hold it in place because it will want to move on you a little bit. So the next thing we did is there's these short hydraulic lines. It's the shortest one, and we put some thread tape on it, and then we took the smaller male quick connect, and we just thread it in. Make sure you have it going the same way as you are tightening it, or else the thread locker tape will not, it will start pulling itself away. So tighten that up, and then you take this end and thread it on right here. So we'll have to pull that off, and it threads on right there. So we also installed the quick disconnects on the longer lines using thread tape, and then we filled up these canisters right here using a compressor to around 45 psi, and Matt is just finishing up the other side, checking it and making sure it's good. And then we installed these fittings to the actual pump. Take note that these fittings on here have O-rings, so you don't have to use any thread sealer or thread tape on those fittings. All right guys, so we have everything connected. We have all the quick disconnects connected. We have them routed the appropriate way. We have the pump filled with automatic transmission fluid. I'll show you the exact one we used. It was around 2 quarts, and we're ready to start the bleeding procedure. This is what I bought. This is what was recommended to me. So it is just automatic transmission fluid. This is Valvoline, recommended for Dextron 3. So that's good. So now we're gonna, as it shows in the instructions, we're gonna put it up on blocks, hold up with blocks, and then we're gonna start the bleeding process. So right now we have the Quickjacks up on these little blocks. We have 2 tall ones and then a medium one. And Matt is just in the process of bleeding the system, so he's raising it up about 8 inches and then letting it back down. He's going to do this a couple times to make sure the system is fully bled. So once the jacks have been raised up and down about 3 times, you then have to come over here with an Allen key, open it up, and see if any air comes out.
I heard just a little bit of air come out. Now there's fluid coming out, so now we're going to close it back up. It should be bled.
So the system is fully bled, and we're now raising up Matt's car. We did have an issue where it wasn't going up all the way. Just make sure you top the fluid up. So hopefully this time these jacks will lift the car up to its full height. So right here, this is how we knew we were at the top height. You can raise it a little above this lock right here, and then we rested it back on this lock to show our top height, and it gets the car up a good height. I mean, honestly, I really like this, especially not just for working on the car, but honestly detailing the car. Gets it up to a very nice height. All right, guys, so I did want to close out the video. Right now, we still currently have Matt's 335 up on the Quickjacks, and so far they've been doing great. We haven't had any issues with them. We just did a small project today, which you guys will see in another video. We didn't necessarily need the Quickjacks for it, but we put them up on it just to show you guys. It looks awesome. This will definitely enable us to do some much bigger jobs that we previously have not been able to do. I can't believe I haven't gotten Quickjacks sooner. They're awesome. If you guys are looking to buy Quickjack, I'll have a link down below for you guys to check it out. They have all different models, and we got the 7000 EXT, like I mentioned, just due to the BMW's extended frame and for the weight. So that is all I have for this video. If you guys want to give this video a huge thumbs up, consider subscribing, check out my other videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.